musical exchange that you just heard between the Edwin H. Gott and answered by the area lift bridge is the captain's salute. The Edwin H. Gott is now entering through the Duluth ship canal. She's kind of a rare visitor. She usually goes up to 2 harbors to load, and she's actually waiting to go up there. There's kind of a backlog of boats waiting to go up there, but she is just in Duluth taking a delay, waiting for a while to go back up there. The Edwin H. Gott was built in 1979 by the Bay Shipbuilding Company of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. She measures 1,004 feet in length, 105 feet in width, and 56 feet in depth. She's powered by two 9,700 horsepower 8-cylinder Caterpillar diesel engines, which give her a top speed of 14 knots or about 16 miles an hour. She's also equipped with twin controllable pitch propellers and a bow thruster to aid her maneuverability in port. The Gott has 20 hatches on her deck, which open into 5 cargo holds located below deck. These cargo holds give her a maximum carrying capacity of 74,100 tons. Above her deck is a 280-foot self-unloading boom, which allows her to unload her own cargo at a rate of 10,000 tons per hour without the aid of shoreside equipment. The Edwin H. Gott is owned by the Canadian National Railway of Montreal, Quebec, and she's operated by Great Lakes Fleet Incorporated and Key Lakes Incorporated of Duluth, Minnesota. The Gott was named in honor of a retired Chief Executive Officer of U.S. Steel. She was originally built with a 52-foot self-unloading shuttle boom, which only allowed her to unload her cargo of iron ore pellets at Gary, Indiana, or Canoa, Ohio, who had the proper hoppers needed. In 1996, she had her shuttle boom replaced with a deck-mounted self-unloader by Bay Shipbuilding of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, and now she has the longest self-unloading boom on the Great Lakes. Due to her engines, she is also the most powerful ship on the Great Lakes, rated at 19,400 horsepower. She's one of 13 1,000-foot vessels, 1,000-foot or longer vessels operating on the Great Lakes. Morning visitors, that 3 long and 2 short whistle exchange that you just heard between the ship and the lift bridge operator is the master's salute. A little bit different than the 1 long and 2 short, but kind of means the same thing. The Joseph L. Block is now arriving through the Duluth ship canal. The Joseph L. Block was built in 1976 by the Bay Shipbuilding Company of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. She measures 728 feet in length, 78 feet in width, and 45 feet in depth. She's powered by The block is powered by two 3,600 horsepower, 20-cylinder General Motors diesel engines, which give her a top speed of 14 knots or about 16 miles an hour. She's also equipped with both bow and stern thrusters to aid her maneuverability in port. The block has 24 hatches on her deck, which open into 7 cargo holds located below deck. These cargo holds give her a maximum carrying capacity of 37,200 tons. Above her deck is a 250-foot self-unloading boom, which allows her to unload her own cargo at a rate of 6,000 tons per hour without the aid of shoreside equipment. The Joseph L. Block is currently operated by Central Marine Logistics of Griffith, Indiana. The Joseph L. Block was the first diesel-powered vessel built for Inland's fleet and was named in honor of Mr. Joseph Leopold Block, former president, CEO, and chairman of the board for Inland Steel. She was originally built for the Inland Steel Company for $17 million. Her intended route was between Escanaba, Michigan and Inland Steel's mills located along the southern Lake Michigan shores. When Inland Steel was Inland's two remaining vessels were placed under new management to comply with the Jones Act. Central Marine Logistics was created for just that purpose. Good morning, visitors. The Edgar Speer is now departing through the Duluth Ship Canal. The Edgar Speer was built in 1980 by the American Shipbuilding Company in Lorain, Ohio. She measures 1,004 feet in length, 105 feet in width, and between the ship and the lift bridge operator is the captain's salute. The Speer is powered by two 9,600 horsepower 18-cylinder fuel stick diesel engines, which give her a top speed of 15 knots or about 17 miles an hour. She's also equipped with both bow and stern thrusters to aid her maneuverability in port. Under deck, she's got 20 hatches, which open into 5 cargo holds located below deck. These cargo holds give her a maximum carrying capacity of 73,700 tons. Above her deck, fitted sideways at her stern is a 52-foot self-unloading boom, which allows her to unload her own cargo at a rate of 10,000 tons per hour without the aid of shoreside equipment. The Edgar Speer is owned by the Canadian National Railway of Montreal, Quebec, and she's operated by Great Lakes Fleet Incorporated and Key Lakes Incorporated of Duluth, Minnesota. She is departing heavy today with a load of iron ore pellets that she picked up at the Canadian National Ore Dock in West Duluth. Good morning, visitors. The Arthur M. Anderson is now entering the Duluth Ship Canal. The Arthur M. Anderson was built in 1952 by the American Shipbuilding Company at Lorain, Ohio. She measures 767 feet in length, 70 feet in width, and 36 feet in depth. She's powered by a 7,700 horsepower Westinghouse steam turbine engine, which gives her a top speed of 13 knots or 15 miles an hour. She's also equipped with both bow and stern thrusters to aid her maneuverability in port. The Arthur M. Anderson has 23 hatches on her deck, which open into 5 cargo holds located below deck. These cargo holds give her a maximum carrying capacity of 25,300 tons. Above her deck is a 250-foot self-unloading boom, which allows her to unload her own cargo at a rate of 6,700 tons per hour without the aid of shoreside equipment. The Anderson is owned by the Canadian National Railway of Montreal, Quebec, and she is operated by Great Lakes Fleet Incorporated and Key Lakes Incorporated of Duluth, Minnesota. liftbridge operator is the captain's salute. You may notice the Anderson is sitting a little bit low in the water, and that's because she is arriving heavy with a load of limestone that she will be discharging at the Sea Rice dock in far west Duluth, and then she'll be shifting to the Canadian National Ore Dock to load iron ore pellets. The Anderson is famous for being the last vessel to have visual, radar, and radio contact with the Edmund Fitzgerald just before the Fitzgerald sank in a squall 17 miles northwest of Whitehurst Point in Lake Superior on November 10, 1975. Her captain reported the Fitzgerald missing to the Coast Guard and assisted in their search for her. She found the remains of two of the Fitzgerald's lifeboats on November 11th. The Anderson was named after the director of U.S. Steel and vice chairman of the J.P. Morgan and Company at the time she was built. She was one of 3 AAA-class ships built for the Pittsburgh Steamship Division of U.S. Steel. The other 2 vessels, the Philip R. Clark and CGC Alder, still serve with the Anderson to this day. She made her maiden voyage to 2 harbors in August of 1952, where she loaded iron ore. She was lengthened by 120 feet in Fraser Shipyard. Once again, this is the Arthur M. Anderson, built in 1952, measuring 767 feet in length, arriving heavy with a load of limestone that she'll be discharging at the Sea Rice coal dock in West Duluth before shifting over to the Canadian National Dock in Duluth to load iron ore pellets. We also have a couple of other updates for you as far as shipping. The next vessel that's lined up to come in is the Des Moines visitors at 193 This will